Okay, kiddos and friends, I'm gonna start loading up the van for our camping trip, for our very first boondocking camping trip. So, and by the time you see this video, we will be back home. But I decided not to wait until the weekend because the forecast changed and now they're calling for rain over the weekend. And I know I can't avoid rain, if I'm out for months at a time on a road trip. But being that this is our first time, I'm going to leave and go 2 days early. So we're going to leave in the morning, which will be Thursday morning. We'll be leaving. And I'm just getting ready to put all the stuff in here now. And I'll show you what it looks like once I get it all loaded up. I'm so excited. I'm getting all the stuff packed in here now. I have my crates in for the doggies. And then this is my camp chair. It's one of those zero gravity chairs. This is my cot. I still have to get my memory foam, what I'm going to use for my mattress on top of that. I still have to get that in there. I have my bedding in the washer and dryer right now. And on this side door, this is my tent that attaches to the back of the van. And that's right there. I have a little folding table right over here. This is a better angle. That's a nice little folding table. I think it's like 5 feet wide. But the legs on it has telescoping legs, so I can make it 36 inches high or as low as, I believe it goes down to about 18 inches. So that's really nice. Queenie is staying home. I got some rags here. They're like paper towels, but you can use them over again. This is dog food in here and Marcia food. My cast iron pan. This box here. It has all my cooking, my butane. I have a little propane cooker here, that where the stuff just sits on top. I'm bringing that as a backup. I have my paper towels in here and matches. I have a little battery operated lantern that hangs up from the roof of my tent. There's my plates and silverware stuff that I'll be using at camp. And my coffee pot's in there, extra propane for that cooker. Here is a battery operated radio. And it also has a belt clip, and you can fill this little yellow thing with a drink, like if you're going on a hike or something. But I'm gonna just take that with me because the radio does work. And because I have no generator or Blue Eddy or anything like that for power. So this is truly going to be a boondocking trip. And the only thing I'll need power for will be my cell phone and for charging my camera battery if needed and my GoPro batteries if needed. But if I need to do that, I will just start my van up for a few minutes and charge them up and then shut it off. So I know I need to get a power pack. I just wanted to get this first camping adventure done. So I'll show you the progress when I'm fully loaded and we're ready to take off. Okay, we're all packed up and we're ready to hit the road, and I think I got everything. They're all in their crates and they all got their little stuffy toys. I got all our stuff here. That's my mattress. I think I'm not forgetting anything. At least I hope not. Indy says he's ready for his grand adventure. He can't wait to get there. But Mom sure got our van all packed up. Look at all that stuff sitting over there. Yep, and our coolers down there with our food and my camera bag. We got everything we need in here. Okay, we're about ready to hit the road. So You might see a little bit of scenery on the way. Otherwise, we'll see you once we get set up. We're on our way. The kids are being pretty quiet in the back so far. And thought I'd just give you a little bit of scenery along the way here and there. Hopefully we'll have a good trip.
GPS signal lost.
Great. No GPS signal. That's okay. I know where I'm at. Well, my engine light came on. And I'm not real alarmed by it. It's done that before after an oil change. And I just had my oil changed yesterday. And then after a little bit it went off and I had no issues. All my fluids are fine, so I'm going to assume everything's okay, but I'm going to stop and check it, you know, every 30 minutes or so just to make sure it's running fine. So I've had this happen a couple times already and there was no issue. I don't know why these things do that. But anyway, it's such a beautiful day today. It's a little windy, not really bad, and we're 70 degrees right now. We're about 10:40 in the morning, and it's 70 degrees. It's supposed to be just a beautiful day everywhere. So I'll be back with you in a little while and show you some more scenery. Just realized I
use the left lane to take the exit toward US 119 North.
Probably should have cleaned my windshield so the GoPro could see clearly through all the dirt and bugs, but oh well, you know what afterthoughts are like. This is so nice and peaceful, just cruising around. I'm not even going fast, just driving. Well, of course, I rolled the windows up now so you wouldn't hear all the wind. But the kids like it when I open up the windows, and especially Indy. He'll start whining at me here in a minute to put his window back down. But this is so nice. I really need this just to go and get away and not think about anything just for a few days other than, are we going to step into the water, or what are we going to have for dinner, or what trail are we going to walk on? Or maybe not at all, just sit there and listen to nature, you know, the birds singing and all that stuff. So I really hope this is going to be a fun trip. I'm a little nervous because, you know, we've never done this before. Just kind of taking off and hoping for the best. So that's okay. Whatever happens, it'll happen, and I'll let you know about it. All right, we'll be back in a little while. Oh, just driving along here, enjoying all the scenery and kind of putzing along. There ain't much traffic out here, and I got a little bit of a giggle because I just realized there's 2 school buses behind me and I'm the one that's going slow. It's usually the other way around. Oh well. I guess I just graduated from, you know, going fast everywhere to poking along. But that's okay. We'll all get there eventually. This is just really peaceful and nice up through here. And I know that I don't have a lot of conversation on this drive, But I like to show it because my friends and my sister-in-law, she really likes to see the scenery and the drive-alongs, and she rides along, right along with me through YouTube. And I suspect there are quite a few people who do that too, because I've done that myself. So that's why I show all this driving footage and scenery along the way. I'm really kind of surprised. Normally my van only gets around 18 miles per gallon, but right now I'm getting 24.4. Maybe that's because I have my cruise set and I'm not going really fast. But that's okay with me. So what's really nice is I'll be able to go up here to where we're going and back home on one tank of gas. So that will be great. Then I think about things along the way while I'm driving. You know how your mind will take you places that you're not sure you want it to go? But I think about different things, about how I want to hit the road this winter and just head south for the whole entire winter for a few months and see some friends in Florida, and then out along the Gulf Coast and make my way to Arizona. And that's all going to be dependent upon how my doggies do on these camping trips, because it's all about them. It's just me and them, and my life basically revolves around my dogs. So if it's not good for them, we won't be able to do it. And I keep thinking, oh gosh, I hope they do good. I hope they do good. I think they will. So I'm just kind of a little bit of a nervous ball of nerves right now. So I'll probably calm down by the time we get there and get everything set up. I guess the thing that bothers me is if they would get loose, because Hunter and Emmy have mostly good recall, but Indy does not. He'll come sometimes, and sometimes he won't. And I guess that's a stressor for me. So I am very extremely careful with them as far as that goes. And I see, a lot of people let them off leash to go play in the water or whatever, and oh gosh, how much I would love to do that. But part of me is afraid to try that, especially with Indy. I can do it with Emmy and Hunter sometimes, but we'll see how it all plays out. You know how sometimes your mind will make you worry over things that really don't need worrying about? It's like cross that bridge when you get to it. So, okay, I'm going to be quiet for a while now and enjoy my drive, and we'll be back with you all later. Well, we're going through the little town of Punxsutawney, PA, right now. It's kind of famous around here. But the funny thing is, I just ran into Punxsutawney Phil, walking on the sidewalk. And he was telling me he's tired of this weather up here in the wintertime, and he's heading to Florida this winter. Wanted to know if he could catch a ride with me and the kiddos. I said, sure, why not? What the heck? That ought to be interesting.
Continue on Pennsylvania 36 North for 18 miles.
Okay, we're getting closer by the minute. We're getting real excited. Yep. Okay. We'll see y'all in a little while. Again. This just gets more beautiful the farther north I go. This is so pretty here. We are just south of Brookville right now on Route 36. PA Route 36. It's just so cute. Okay. I had to show you that little view. Okay, so I thought I would bring you along here on the last few minutes before we get to camp. We're getting very close. I think I'm only about 6 miles away. And hopefully my GoPro battery will last that long, but who knows? So if it cuts off early, you'll know the battery died. But this is really beautiful up through here. Oh my, really gorgeous. Yeah. This is just wonderful. I think that we're just gonna have a really good time. How beautiful is this? We should be coming up and getting close to the river soon. In a few miles. Hopefully my battery doesn't die. I have more batteries, but it's really kind of hard to change it when I'm driving. So if it dies, you'll just have to wait for later footage. And I hope you're not hearing too much wind noise, because I forgot to put the windows up. Hold on. There, that's better. Now I got the window up. This is like so peaceful. This is really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna pause this because I really want to show you the river when we get to the river up here, okay? Okay, I guess we're on our descent down over this mountain, and we're getting pretty close to the river. And I don't know if that's smoke I see over in the mountains or if that's fog, but I think it looks like smoke because it's been very dry here. Gosh, I hope they're not having fires, or we may have to find another place to camp. That wouldn't be lots of fun. There's the river. Okay. We should be turning off up here very soon.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Ridge Road.
Okay. Uh-oh. I see fire trucks back here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to our campsite or not. This is not good.
Take the next left onto Bridge Road, then turn left onto River Road.
Let's go see what's happening. Uh-oh. Oh, I can smell the smoke now.
Take the next left onto River Road.
Uh-oh. Looks like part of the mountain's on fire up here. This is not good.
Continue on River Road for 2 miles.
I don't think think I'm gonna be able to go through here. I think they got it blocked off. Oh boy. Yeah, this ain't gonna be good. Well, let's see what happens. I certainly don't want to be camping if there's a forest fire here. Well, I guess I'm going to pull up here and I'm going to ask one of these guys if I can go. There's another way to access it, so I'm not sure. Alright, we'll be back with you in a little while. Okay, so the fireman gave me an alternate route to go around and get back to the campsites. But they have a burn ban, which, yeah, that's understandable. We just came through part of the fire. It was right next to the road. Holy moly. This is kind of scary. And I got a pickup truck in front of me. And now my van's not wanting to run right. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe it's okay. Okay. I'll just leave this on until my battery dies so you guys can see what's going on here, but the fireman told me just stay on this road till it ends, and then I could take a left and get out of here. So that's what I'm gonna do.
In 600 feet, turn left onto...
Well, we finally made it to the campsites, and this is a beautiful one. Parked right there. I got the kids in the crates right now. I did let them out to run around for a little bit and went potty and everything, but they were kind of getting in the way, and I want to set the tent up. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll leave the camera here, so maybe I'll do a slow motion thing or whatever you call that, you know, where it speeds everything up. I guess that's speeding up, not slowing down. Anyway, okay. Okay, I thought camping was supposed to be fun. Holy moly. It just took me 2.5 hours to get this all set up. Now I'm pooped, but that's okay. We have 2 whole days to enjoy everything with. Hang on and I'll show you around. Okay, so this is our setup. This is our campsite, and it's right here on this beautiful river. This is the Clarion River, and you can see there's a fire ring, but we can't have a fire. It's okay because I forgot to buy firewood anyway. And we can't have a fire because they've had some forest fires around here today. And hold on, Indy's trying to chomp Hunter's leash. Okay. He likes to chew the leads so people can get loose. Don't you, you little stinker? Are you Mummy's little stinker? You sure are. Anyway, this is what it looks like all set up here. Now little Emmy, she is in her crate in the tent because she was being such a holy terror, and just, you can't believe the amount of mayhem this one little dog causes. But she is right now in here in her crate, right, baby? Yeah, and I'm gonna let her out. I won't leave her in here for long. So anyway, this is the tent inside. It's 10 feet by 10 feet. And I got their crates in here set up. I'm still getting my bed area in here set up, so I'll show you that when I get that finished. Well, it turns out I went off and I forgot a bed sheet, but that's okay, because this blanket, I brought this, and then I brought a heavier type comforter type blanket, so I'm just going to use this one as the sheet and the other one tonight because it's going to probably go down into the 40s. So this will keep me plenty warm. It is bright and sunny here at this lot. So I just noticed on my face, looks like I got a little bit of sun today. So if you come here and you have a solar setup, you're going to get a lot of sun. Now, I don't know, the leaves, there are a few trees here. The leaves just aren't bloomed out yet. So maybe in the summertime there's shade. Right now there's not much shade. But it's okay. Me and the kiddos, they just ate. So they're kind of lounging. And little Miss, she's still there in her crate. But I'm getting ready to take her out because I'm going to take them one at a time on their leash. And we're going to go and walk down here by the river. And I'm going to let them go in the water. Emmy's having fun in the water. Oh no, don't go through that mud. Oh dear. No, Emmy, come here. Oh crap. Come on. Emmy. Why is it if there's one mud puddle in 500 miles, she finds it? Just lovely. It's Hunter's turn to go in the water and go for a little walk. You stay over here. Stay here. Come here. I don't want them going too far up there because I have to inspect stuff first. I don't want them finding a snake because they definitely are not afraid of them. And I don't want anything happening to them. Come here, buddy. Here. Come on, babe. Come on, boy. Come on, good boy. Come on, Mommy's good boy. Oh, you are such a good boy. Yes. He likes going in the water. The other two, you can see them. They're up there sitting there watching. Indy wants to go in the water too, so I'll take him next. This is just so pretty here. I hope we have a nice, peaceful night. He loves water. See, he swims. He's a good swimmer. Come on, that's all. This way. Come on, buddy. I won't let him off the leash. What the hell's going on? Hold on. She is so bad. And I say bad, I mean bad. She just started a fight with Hunter and they were up here fighting. Cut Indy's swim short. She is something else. I've never had one like her. She's got him all tangled up. Hold on, I gotta get him untangled. Now, this is what little Miss Brat Emmy did to my tripod legs. Yeah, this one. This sweet, cute little angel face. And I'm telling you, I don't call her Hurricane Emmy for no reason. She is really testing me all the way to my limits. I love her dearly. But she is so bad. I hope I can fix this. I hope I can. And I guess I'm going to have to put her back in the crate for a little while. Just, I don't know. I hate putting her in the crate at home. She doesn't have to be in the crate, but she is just, she's attacking Hunter and attacking Indy. She's really being bad today. Holy moly. Things have calmed down ever since I put little Miss Troublemaker back in her crate. Gosh, I hate doing this. I hate putting her in her crate. I don't want her to think that's a a punishment place. But out here I don't have an alternative, really. Okay, well, so we're sitting here. Hunter and I are sitting here. We're just watching the river, and there's fish jumping out there, and too bad I didn't have my fishing license. I'd bring a fishing pole. That would have been fun. I've seen quite a few fish jumping. And Indy, he's just loving everything. He's being so good. Indy is being so good. And Hunter is being good too. Both of the boys are being very, very good. If it was just me and them, we'd be having lots of fun here today. But I hate to say it, but Emmy has made this trip so far pretty miserable. But it's a good thing I love that little stinker. But I guess that she'll grow out of it. She's only 2. So here we are, sitting here. And there's one thing I have learned already. Well, probably a couple things. But these leads, I have them tied out on. They're just like heavy cord or cloth, not cloth, but like a heavy cord type lead. And I'm going to have to get some stronger ones because Indy chewed through the other one and it was almost chewed in 2. I had Emmy attached to that one. So we're going to have to get some stronger leads for them. Emmy and Hunter don't chew them, but Indy will chew everyone's lead, so he doesn't care. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll chew it. Everybody deserves to be free. All of us doggies. This is so pretty. There's such a nice breeze blowing here. Hold on, I'll flip this camera around and see if you can see. Hold on. I can't even see because the sun is hitting me in the face. But oh, it is kind of windy here, but that's okay. It's nice and calm. Pretty, very pretty. I'm having a good time, I guess, except for little Emmy's antics, but we'll learn to deal with that. Well, I decided I'm not going to get out my little camp stove because being that they have a burn ban in effect here, I don't know if that includes cook stoves, you know, I'm not sure. But I brought a few of these jars of roast beef that I had canned last fall with me. And so I'm going to eat this. I won't even have to heat it up. It's really good right out of the jar. It's a sirloin tip roast. And before anyone freaks out about glass, it will not leave my tent. And as soon as this jar's empty, it's going right back into the box with padded dividers that I used to bring it up here with. So there will be no glass in this campsite. Little Miss Hurricane is happy now. She's out here with me. And the boys, they're in here. Indy's up in the front seat looking out the driver's side window. And Hunter, he's keeping watch over everything in the tent. What a good boy he is. This place is so peaceful. Just so beautiful. I'm just sitting here in my zero gravity recliner. And I'd like to recline all the way back. Well, when I do that, that's pretty cool. But I'm afraid I'll fall asleep here. And I don't want to fall asleep because I have to keep an eye on Indy, you know, so he doesn't chew through his lead that I have him attached to. Because if he gets away, chances of him coming right back to me are slim. I don't know, he might, but I have to keep an eye on that little boy. And he is smart, smart, smart. Mr. Smarty Pants. Oh yeah, one other thing I learned, I'm gonna buy a canopy, like one of those 10 by 10 type canopies to put out on when I open the side door, because now the sun is starting to move over the horizon, and here in a few hours it'll be not shining directly on the van, but being that there's no shade here, I really could have used a canopy over there today. Right, Hunter Puppy? They're doing okay, though. You say she's Mommy's happy girl now, right? Yes, I love you so much. It's just too bad you're a holy terror. Yeah, she is bad. But I love her. Why did I go and get my finger in the way of that? Just the sounds of nature. Indy's barking. I was just putting everybody to bed, and he started barking. Guess what's in that tree right there? Look, a bald eagle. He's never seen one before. Isn't that beautiful? He's watching the sky now. He's such a good boy. And so extremely smart. You ready to go to bed, Indy? Your mom's tired. Mommy's tired. Do you want to go to bed? You want to go night-night? Okay, come on. Let's go to bed. Tell everybody good night. We'll see them in the mornings. Okay. See you all in the morning. Okay, so we are home. We had to cut our trip short, and I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. But I made the decision late last night. It was probably around 10:30, and it was a very hurried pack up and come home. And I just kind of threw stuff in the van and we drove home. And I'll go into why in a minute. As you can see, things are just kind of thrown in there. I just threw everything in the van, and the kids slept on the bed and on the floor up here in the, beside the bed. And my tent, I didn't even bother to roll it up and pack it up into my bag. I just wanted to leave and get out of there. So that's what it looks like, and I just shoved that right here in the back end, and we came on our merry way home. But what I learned is a few things from this trip, and I'll go over the good and the bad of it. Overall, I think it was not a wasted trip, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so the reason we left camp early and came home is because I couldn't sleep. The camp itself was a very nice, large area right next to the river. It was beautiful, as you've seen, but it was very close to the road. And there was traffic going by, and I thought, well, you know, later on tonight that'll calm down and it'll be fine. Well, as it got later, and I was really extremely tired from setting up and doing everything yesterday, so it wasn't even quite dark yet when I decided to go to bed. And I lay there and I was almost asleep, and somebody pulled in my campsite and backed in right next to my camper to turn around. Well, the dogs were going nuts. Kind of ticked me off, if you want to know the truth. And then I hear it. That happens quite often. Well, okay, so never mind that. I thought, okay, whatever. Dude was just turning around. And so I try to go back to sleep. I lay there for a little while. Wasn't too long, someone else pulls in my campsite and turns around. And he has dogs in his car, and they're barking. Mine were barking. So he left. And the whole time I'm listening to all these pickup trucks just zooming by on the road, one after the other. And it was so dusty there. Oh my gosh, it was so dusty. I have a film of sort of dusty, dirty, smoky dirt all over my van. It's all on the inside here in the van. I'm going to have to clean today, really, a lot. So, okay, I put all my windows up, and I had, you know, the screen tent, so I zipped up the flaps so we'd have privacy, but I left a little open in the top so I'd have a screened area where we could have some fresh air. And Hunter and Emmy were in their crates sleeping, and Indy was in the van with me. But he was uncomfortable. I think he was up here in the passenger seat like he was on guard. A couple times they started growling, and I know that it was probably just a few animals or whatever. I mean, I have animals where I live. I'm kind of out in the country. But that was no big deal. But then I started smelling the smoke from that forest fire they had earlier down the road. And so with a combination of all of those things, and being I had no cell service there at all, I thought if something happened, I wouldn't be able to get out. So that's why I just got up. It was late, probably 10:30, 11, maybe. I can't remember what time. It must have been a little after 10 because I got home around midnight, a little after midnight. But I just got up. I threw everything in the van. I'll show you that in a minute. And it was kind of creepy while I was outside taking my tent down. I kept hearing noises in the woods, which, you know, I mean, I'm used to that. It was just an animal, I'm sure. But I had Hunter outside with me, and he was growling and growling. And I wasn't too afraid for my own personal safety. It was just, I was worried that I wouldn't, number one, I wouldn't get any sleep all night. And if something were to happen, I'd have no way of getting help in there. Because as far as personal safety goes, you know, I have my dogs, they would protect me. And I also am a concealed carry holder, and I've been trained in that, so I wasn't too worried about that aspect of it. It was just very uncomfortable. The dust and the noise from the pickups and being the road right there is why we came home. So, but it was nice. It was nice, and I did learn quite a few things. So, The good things I learned. Number one is it was beautiful, and I'm going to do it more often. I just need to get a few, make a few alterations. I didn't need half the stuff I took with me, and stuff that I really could have used I didn't have, like a canopy or an awning for on the side of my van because we had no shade. As far as tie outs for the dogs, I need to get some of those that are like a spiral thing that go down in the ground with a swivel on so they won't get tangled. And I need 3 of them, 1 for each. And I need to space them far enough apart so that they can't get all tangled up together. So, that I learned. I learned that I probably should have checked, well, I don't know how you check for forest fires, really. I think it just sprung up from, because when I got up there, the firefighters were up there working on it, and they didn't seem like it was going to be too big of a deal. I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe it was a pretty big deal, really. But I learned that that was my first indication right there that I probably should have either turned around and went home then, or at least found a different place to camp. But I asked the fireman there, and he told me it was okay to camp there. I just couldn't have a fire. So, all right, what else did I learn? I learned I didn't like being all alone, by myself, out there with no phone signal or no internet. Maybe I'm spoiled or whatever, but I did learn that. So I'm gonna look into something else, and I guess try to make sure when I do go from now on I have some type of signal, or at least maybe go with friends if that would be possible. Yeah. So that was that. Oh, I thought I turned that off and I didn't. Another thing I learned is that everything's a learning curve. We never know what we're going to run into. And all in all, even though we had some issues and Emmy was just a little terror, but you know, it was a beautiful area. The river was so calm and peaceful. So it was not a totally wasted trip. The kids had fun. For the most part, they had fun, you know, especially walking with me by themselves and going in the water and things like that, you know. I think overall for our first trip, short of that forest fire issue and the people coming in my camp, it was fun. I just wish it would have been more fun, and I would have stayed overnight and woke up there and been talking to you from there this morning instead of my home. But it's okay, because we're going to continue on our journeys and we're going to do other fun stuff. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Please give it that thumbs up, okay? That helps the algorithm and my videos get seen. And please like, comment, give it a share on your social media pages if you'd like to. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully with a brand new video. And I'm going to try turning this thing off remotely now, and maybe it'll work. God bless. See you later.